What is up, guys? This is the last week of the phase, week 3. Starting off with 5x12 here. And make sure you're watching this, stick to the end. Again, we're going to reveal the pump cover all the entire week. So like I said, after every 3 weeks, we're going to review the pump, see how the physique is developing, see what tweaks we need to improve. Woke up this morning, 236.3. So despite the fact of all the holiday shenanigans, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, everything along those lines, and the birthday last weekend too, sitting around 236.3. So roughly we're about 2 pounds over, but yeah, not really tripping. Still looking the same, to be honest. So the composition's still looking the same, so I'm not really tripping about it. Like I said, I'm around there, to be honest. So I'll see how these next few days go, and then if I do need to make adjustments, I'll do so. But if I don't think so really. It's a 236.3. I ain't tripping about it. I'm content. I'm liking where my strength is going too. Like ever since then, like extra 100, 125 grams of carbs, 130. Like the workout's gonna feel great. And the things to tell you guys, like I honestly have no idea what that journey is gonna look like. Like I already don't. Like I don't know what I tell you guys. I don't know what that's gonna portray. But for me, what I say is what goes through my mind. So like I talk things, I plan things inside my head based on like how things are going, right? But doesn't necessarily mean I know what the outcome's gonna be. Again, there's always gonna be different outcomes that display based on the actions, the steps, and the accountability that goes with it, right? So it just all depends on how well you stick to your T, right? So I tell you guys, like I'm thinking about I'm not tripping about it, and I'm thinking like I'll be back down like close to 235. I have no idea. I really don't. But what I do know is if I keep sticking to what I've been doing since the start of this journey, I'll record for you guys. Make sure the foods that I have are responding well in my body. Make sure my protein is hit daily, and that my calories are with the range of what I need to maintain this weight. And I'll make sure I'm training intensity, pushing myself every time here, 5 times a week. Make sure I'm hitting the 10K steps. Make sure I'm getting enough hydration, and make sure my stress and my recovery is on point. Then that's all I can really know that the outcome is going to perceive and what that's going to look like for myself if I keep viewing those actual steps. So throw that here. And it just comes down to you doing the action, or you keep twiddling your thumbs, finding out the right suggestion, figuring out what you think is gonna be the best for you. I mean, you're gonna keep making suggestions day in, day out, left and right. I was just like, what you think is gonna be best for you. You're not gonna see progress. You're not gonna develop the habits. You're not gonna develop the consistency to do so because you keep twiddling your thumbs the entire time, and because you're trying to figure out if something doesn't go right that first week, you quit and you move on to something different. As opposed to like you gotta give yourself some time. Like you gotta give yourself some time where like when you got out of shape, you didn't quit after the first week when you stopped working out. You stopped eating right. You stopped getting extra movement. You stop, focus on your hydration, more towards coffee, sodas, drinks, whatever that case is. And if you start sleeping like shit, you didn't tell yourself that you were gonna do those things and you're gonna quit after the first week, right? So it's like the same thing when you go into this journey. This is the same concept. Like after that first week, if something's not going right, you don't quit. You keep improving. I got something doing that. Golly. So when things don't go as planned, or that first week have more losses than wins, you don't do anything different. You figure out what was wrong, what you failed, and you figure out what you need to improve. So we're going based on like, all right, like you didn't hit your protein target, and like let's say you're 40 grams out. Don't beat yourself up to it. And then you gotta remind yourself you're not used to it. So maybe next week, focus on getting 10 more grams, right? You're a person that needs to have 160, you got 120. Cool, let's shoot for 130, right? Let's make sure we hit 130 consistently. Then once you feel like that, then you can move up to 140, right? You move up in small increments. You don't necessarily need to jump yourself from 120 to 160. Because again, I guarantee you, your mindset is just not ready for it. And you're not able to handle that pressure. Because, like, one, you should know yourself too, is like, you're not at the stage to do that yourself as well. Because, again, you got to build the habits, right? Unless you have that mentality, then by all means go for it. But for 95% of you guys, if you listen to this, you don't have that mentality. So you got to start working with small habits, build yourself up that momentum. All right, that is it for cable rows. Move on to dumbbell rows.